Tomb. They broke through the sealed door, and air breathed life and death into the room. The stench of decay had failed to escape the thick walls of the tomb and was now permanently fused into the clay bricks of the walls, ceiling, and floor. Turning their flashlights on, the men cautiously walked into the first room. Their effort to keep themselves safe was futile from the moment they opened the door. The tomb saw them as they walked through its halls and rooms, watching as they dismantled one of its traps. However, it was a crude tripwire, simply set there as a warning to turn back before trespassers reached a horrible fate. However, men like this rarely listen. Donned with various picks, brushes, and masks, the foolish men continued on into the tomb, not knowing they were being watched by its walls. Their flashlights flickered as they went deeper down, darkness engulfing everything that they were too ignorant to point their lights on. Hundreds of years' worth of information was passed by as their lights were focused only on the ground and the ceiling. One found a colorful necklace, carefully rubbed away the dust from it like it was priceless, then put it in his pocket. The tomb watched every step of their journey to death. One tripped on a skull, set there to prove they were soon to die, but he ignored it like the rest of the people that had come here. The tomb was not angered at his ignorance, but was rather amused at the show he was being given. Eventually, one stopped and shined his light on the wall. He stepped back, mouth open, staring at the writing. The tomb might have shaken with laughter. The writing was merely King's name, which was etched in the walls 100 times over. They wrote it down on a white pad like it meant something of top priority and moved on. The darkness enveloped them, trying to suffocate them, but the tomb called it back. It didn't want the darkness to interfere. Finally, the men got to the bottom of the tomb. The foolish men kicked down the door to the tomb. Dust everywhere, they tightened their masks and walked into King's room before the dust cleared. Nobody was there to hear their piercing screams from the mouth of the tomb. Their equipment outside left to burn and rot in the hot, harsh desert. The tomb took another 5 trespassers for King. It had kept King safe for centuries, and would keep him safe for centuries to come.